Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. I'm currently dealing with a cold or something. I'm starting to get sick. It started last night, so hopefully this doesn't affect me during the video. But I'm really excited for this one. I've been waiting another week or so for this coffee to develop before opening it up and trying it. But it is another coffee from Black Lotus Coffee, and this is their Colombian coffee. I don't know much about it. I just saw the tasting notes like an idiot. Forgot to freaking cover it up. But the Java variety, so that's going to be the coffee bean. It's a light roast. Pretty good elevation. You know, the closer you get to that 1800, 1900 meters, you're looking at a really nice, high quality bean that'll be packed with complex flavors and a natural processed. So, really excited to try it out. This was roasted on the 9th, so we are about a month. We're a month out. What's today's date? All right, so we're literally a month out from roast, so 4 weeks out. I think we gave it enough time to develop. Let's crack this guy open. Let's take a look at what we have, and we're going to be dialing it in on the Breville. So fingers crossed, I can get this dialed in right, and we don't have to go through 7 freaking shots to get it tasting good. So I'm gonna put you guys down on the counter. I'm gonna grind this guy up, and we're gonna get to tasting soon. All right, here's the bag. Let's rip it open and get the smelling. I've been really looking forward to trying these. Wow, that smells really nice. I almost feel like it's like chocolatey, but like fruity too. Let me show you guys the beans. Oh, what the hell am I doing? Jeez. Here's the beans here. God. Ay, ay, ay. All right, I just had to clean up my mess like a little idiot. All right, so I just had to clean up my mess that I just made. But let's see. This is something I haven't done in a while. I don't know if it makes any difference, but I'm gonna keep taking recordings of this for every new coffee that I use and try to run an AI analysis on the overall data that I have to see if it makes any difference at all. Not difference, but like how it impacts the puck prep. But I'm gonna weigh how many beans it takes to get to 1 gram. And it's looking like, how do I do this? Maybe instead, yeah, 1 gram. So we're at 6 beans. It makes 1 gram. So pretty dense, but you could also come to that idea too. Yeah, 1.1, because this is a lighter roast. So naturally, you didn't incinerate a lot of the inside of the bean away. So there's still a lot of that juiciness inside, I guess you could say. But let's weigh 19. All right, 19 grams. Beautiful. Let's grind it up and get you guys up close too. Okay. All right. Got the beans in. We're gonna grind this at 7. And let's see. All right. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. 19.3. Are you kidding me right now? Ay, ay, ay. All right. We're gonna grind a little. We're gonna have to grind them some more. I'm not using these. God dang it. All right. I'm gonna warm up the machine, but I'm not gonna use these beans because obviously there's other coffee in there, and I know for a fact it's the Atlas. It's not the Atlas coffee. It's the Black Lotus's Guatemalan coffee. So it'll be a great tasting blend, I'll tell you that. But I want to taste this to its purity, so I unfortunately need to grind some more beans up. So let me move this to the side. I just wanted to heat up the portafilter in the meantime. Where am I gonna put this? Let's just put it in this coffee mug for now. All right, let's do this again. Now, how upsetting is that? All right. All right, so we're gonna do another 19 grams, and it's not even for the second shot. 19, there it is. The 19 grams, God, it smells so nice. All right, let's grind this up. $18.8. I know I'm gonna get $18.9 at least. Hey, $18.9. Beautiful. Let me get my portafilter dried up. We'll leave that there with the hot water in it. God. So this past weekend, I had my nephew's birthday party. He's 4 years old, and his little cousins were there too. So a lot of fun, a lot of yelling and playing. But I'm pretty sure I probably got sick from one of them. So kind of sucks, but you know what? I feel like overall I've been super healthy the last 6 years. I probably have gotten sick maybe once a year since 2020, including getting COVID. And I need like a test with my immune system. So I feel like being around kids is definitely the ultimate way to test it and strengthen it. And the last 2 times I hung out with my nephews, including now, I came home sick. So I think I just needed it. Oh, no, this will be the 3rd time I got sick. The first time I got sick after hanging out with my nephews at my mother's, and then I had to go to Maryland for work. I was sick during work, and then after I had to house sit for my brother who has my nephews, and got sick while I was staying there. And then I just had the birthday party this past weekend on Saturday, and I'm pretty sure I'm getting sick right now because my throat hurts. And I mean, I was playing with all of my nephews, and it had to have been from them. And it's totally fine. If anyone's gonna get me sick and I'm okay with it, it's gonna be from my nephews. But it just sucks. But definitely the ultimate test. I need to get my immune system strengthened up again. Okay. Enough about sick and illnesses and whatnot. Let's get the coffee. So this is pretty much ready to go. So we are ready for our first pull. So we're at the 7 setting, 18.9. let's see how this turns out. What do you think? We're going to be on the dot. We're going to be over. I am going to go, I always forget the exact ratio, but I'm going to do 45 grams out. So with 18.9 grams, we'll round it up to 19. That is going to be, it should be 47 for end result, but I don't want to go that high. So we're going to do a little under a 2.5 to 1 ratio for this shot. But let me get you guys up close over here. How's that angle? That angle look good? Not really. Let me go like this. There it is. All right, I'll read out the times as I usually do. No extra pre-infusion. What do we think? It's probably a little too fine, but that's not bad. So 10 seconds, 14 grams. This isn't bad. I think this we could work with this. 15 seconds, 21.8. 20 seconds, 29.8. 25, we're at 38.2. I'm gonna stop it right there. 30 seconds, 45, 31 seconds, 45.5. That came out good. So got the espresso here, fresh from the Breville. And I think it came out really nice. 31 seconds, 45, 5 or something like that. So we'll try this out. We'll see how it is. I want to try it from like at the hottest that I can get it, and then as it cools down, we'll keep tasting it. But I think this might be a one and done. I'm pretty impressed. God, I really hope my throat doesn't screw this up. It was a little hot. We'll let it cool down a little. But first impressions, like, smells good. It honestly, I could be completely wrong, but it has like a fermentation scent to it. I don't know if that's true, but I don't know if it's my machine. It could be just my machine. So I did read, and I'm pretty sure it was Melon. I totally get a honeydew. It's not like a cantaloupe, where cantaloupe's super sweet. I feel like it's more subtle. And I get honeydew. And that was the first thing I thought of too. I don't know. Let me let it cool down a little bit. Honeydew, tropical fruit, and cacao. I definitely get chocolate. I smelled chocolate in the fragrance of the coffee before roasting it. Tropical fruit. I could see why tropical fruit. I mean, you have cantaloupe, you have honeydew in there, you have that melon taste, which is a tropical fruit. I have to let it cool down more to allow more of the flavor complexities to come up. I feel like there's a bit of like an orange or a mandarin taste in there too, like super subtle. More of the flesh versus the peel though. Super good. Really, really nice. And you know what? March is going to be a good freaking month. One shot I did that. I feel like this video can't be this short. We got to do something else. And I have an idea because I'm sure you saw it behind me. But if you could see, I roasted a crap ton of coffee And all of these coffees, I'm going to be bringing down to Virginia with me. And one of them, I tried recording myself when roasting, which I did, but it cut off halfway through. So I roasted new coffee as well as some old coffee. And maybe we'll try one of the old coffees. But to go back to this, because I forgot, I got to get into this new routine. This, honestly, so I'm pretty sure I got to look back at my rankings. I don't remember off the top of my head. Maybe I'll put them right over here to the side if I can, or at least I'll have the link to my Google Sheet in the descriptions moving forward. But I'm pretty sure the Guatemalan I gave a 7.5 because I figured, I thought that, in my opinion, is what the new standard espresso should be when you're going to your coffee shops, where you're getting subtle, dark notes that your traditional espresso kind of gives, but it's way like, it's much lighter. Like it's way more pleasant on the palate. It's not overwhelming. And it brought out more of like the natural flavor complexities that bean has. And with this one, like this is on the other end of the spectrum where it's more of like that craft coffee. You're experimenting with coffees that have all of these fun like tasting notes and complexities that isn't considered standard or traditional at all. You know, it's different. It's an exploratory experience within the world of coffee. You know, so keeping that in mind, and again basing it off of like what I like. I feel like I like the other coffee a little more, just in regards like the Guatemalan coffee. I like that more because of it's the way it tasted. So I feel like this one also, so like with that, I think that this for me is a 7.6. I feel like it's a very good espresso. It's more fun. You're getting those fruity notes. It was very apparent, you know, like I tasted it right away. I smelled some of these tasting notes as well. So overall, great roasted bean. And I think that this is a solid 7.6. I just gave it a 0.1 more than the Guatemalan that I tasted, mainly because like I feel like I'm evolving more into your fruitier notes, your lighter roasted coffees. Not just fruit, but like I love floral. Like I love these different experiences that coffee are giving the new coffee consumers or anyone who's willing to try it. You know, it's not just a black over roasted super bitter coffee industry anymore. Like there's a new wave, right? It's not new, it's a newer wave that's getting more people on board, and I think before we know it, it's really going to shake up a little bit of that mass coffee market. But at the same time, it's like you can't break that trend either. I feel like that's always going to be there no matter what. You know, dark roasted coffees and bitter Americanized coffee. It's just what's tradition. But this is how I look at this coffee. I think it's a great roasted coffee, great tasting coffee as well. The experience is there for anyone who likes a fun experience within coffee. I think this one provides it. So a 7.6 I think is solid. And putting it at, and if you look at the other score that I had with Brainwave, like that was a 7.6 also. Not saying that they're on the same board, right? Because that other coffee, there was a culturing process that was brought into it. But I just couldn't pull it on my machine. You know, I couldn't get the best tasting notes out of it with my espresso. So that's why a coffee that probably should have been in the 8s, I rated it at a 7.6 because the experience I had wasn't the greatest. It was, you know, it was still good. You know, it got great. It got really good as it cooled down. But in terms of experience, like this Colombian coffee was solid. So totally recommend this to anyone who wants to try this, support local. I mean, this company is still relatively new to the industry, so they're doing good. I'm gonna keep supporting as much as I can because I think this year, like, I want to be either drinking local or I'm roasting my own stuff, which, you know, you see right there. So that's my rambling about my rating. And I think what I want to do is get one of my old coffees that I roasted and taste it with you guys. I did try, and this is going to be kind of possibly foreshadowing for what we're about to do. But so this coffee here, this was the Chinese coffee that I got back in, I think 24 or 25. 24. Roasted it. It's just bland. There's not much. There was like no character to it whatsoever. I think it's just an old coffee. But I'm not going to try that with you guys. I think what I will do, and it's a coffee that I had success with in the past. I am going to be trying this guy here. If anyone has watched any of my videos from a year or two ago, they'll see, and even with experience with my friends, this was a coffee I've had great success with roasting. But it's a Ethiopian coffee, washed, heirloom, varietal, and this is going to be more on your darker roasted side, I guess you could say. 417 degree drop temp with over a 20% development time ratio. So we're looking at more of your espresso roasted coffee. So let's open this up. We will try it out and see what the result is. I don't have high hopes at all, but we won't know until we try it. So let's see if this still has any juice left in it. If not, I have another 13 pounds that are gonna have to get composted, I guess, which sucks, but it is what it is. But let's open it up. All right, just opened it up. So this was roasted on the 4th, and this is 5 days later, so a little under a week. So it's a little early to trying it, but we need to know if this is worth saving or not. And I feel like at this point, there should be enough development in here to get some of the tasting notes out, I guess you could say. So let me try to think how I do this. It's older. I think we're gonna have to grind it out like a 6. But let's weigh up 19 grams. There it is. Hold on. All right, we'll just do 18.9. Oh, almost lost the bean. In terms of fragrance, there's not much there at all. Let's see, 18.6, frick. think we'll just have to accept that. 0.2, it's not terrible, but you gotta work with it. Especially with this grinder. If you ever get a Baratza Sete, I mean, expect retention. It's unavoidable. The cafe Maisie is nice. You know, I definitely recommend it for anyone who has the Baratza. But you know, it only helps. It only helps so much. Can you see what I'm doing? There we go. All right. All right. WDT. God, I'm so relieved and happy that was a one and done with the Colombian coffee from Black Lotus. We nailed that. I mean, I'm sure there could be some fine tweaks to get the absolute best shot possible, but for an off the top pull and just winging it, I'm very happy with how that turned out. Solid coffee. And, you know, just thinking about this, like my rating system, this is super fresh. Like I have nothing to base off anything or compare anything to anything. Any new coffees to old coffees, like this is just, you know, it's the beginning to a whole system that I'm thinking that I'm going to create. So it's going to be wavy in the beginning for sure. There's not going to be too much. I'll do my best to be as consistent as I can. The other side to it too is like just thinking about this, like I'm really only trying good coffee for the most part. So it's this ranking system is going to be on the higher side, I feel. As long as my machine can pull the shots and I could dial these in, like we're going to get good coffee. So we'll see. I think it's just going to be nothing but like positive experiences as long as everything's dialed in. So we're going to be looking at coffees that are like over 7 typically. You know, but then again, it's nice to have like the other side of it where the Atlas coffees are proven to just be like a bang average coffee, and it's allowing for a little bit of depth within the ranking system. But let me go get my coffee mug. Okay, I have my coffee cup over here. Actually, let me dry up this mat. Okay. Come on this side. Let me see if I can pull this off. Let me see what this looks like. I don't like it. This is just so much better. All right. So we're going for another like 2 to 2.25 to 1, I guess you could say. 45 grams. Let's see. I have a feeling this is going to be fast. Oh no. Slow. Too fine. Let's just stop it there. All right, I'm gonna grind up some more, and then we'll do this at a 7. So I'm gonna get the puck prepped, and then I'll meet you back at the machine. All right, we have it prepped. Got it grinded at the 7 setting. We're looking at about 18.9 grams in, so we're gonna shoot for 45. Oh my God. Oh. We're gonna shoot for 45 grams out. Hold on. And we're gonna shoot for 45 grams out. So let's get this going. Much better. Oh, still a little fine, but it'll get going. Okay. Well, timer stopped, so we'll just have to stop this when it gets to 45. We're at 15. $25. $35. And we're at 45. 5. You can tell it's fresh too. Look at that crema. You know what? For as old as this coffee is, I did not think the crema would be that thick. But you can tell it's a little over roasted. Over extracted. It has, like, similar to the Costa Rican coffee, it has a mustiness to it. So, in my opinion, I think this is going to also taste similar to that. Bland, and I don't want to say it has like a moldy taste, but it's like musky. Yeah, same thing. I think the beans are bad. The Chinese one was the same too. When I did a cupping with the Chinese coffee twice, and it had very similar tasting profile to it. So I think they're no good, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. You know, I have some good coffee that I get to sit on right now. I have some fresh coffee that I just roasted from fresh coffee, green coffee. So we're going to be good. I'm not stressed. But I'm going to end it here. For the next video we do, I'm going to review one of the new coffees I roasted. The beginning of it, I'm going to just create one video because the roasting portion of it got cut off, like I said earlier. So you're going to see me beginning to roast the coffee. It's going to cut out. You're going to see me cooling the coffee down, and then we're just going to go straight into trying it. So I'll catch you on that one next. And I should have that video up before I leave to Virginia. I leave to Virginia this Thursday. It's the beginning of March, pretty much. So yeah, here we go. We got a good, solid espresso with this guy here. So really, really glad I have this in my inventory right now. But appreciate you guys always tuning in, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.